turned out. Yeah, she turned. Hey. Hey, yo, what's good, you guys? You already know who it is, man. It's Boomer with Bolly Star, and today we're getting into Chappelle, Dave Chappelle, roasting people for 10 minutes, bruh. You feel me? So, yeah, man, let's get straight on into it, man. Make sure to leave a like, explore the video, subscribe if you're new. Join up with the all-star gang up in this thing. And let's get straight on into it, man. Let's go.
Americans generally respect one another's beliefs, even if they don't share those beliefs. I know I do. I respect everybody's beliefs except Amish people. I Googled the dictionary definition of a feminist just to make sure I was
You're not going to give us the full joke? Like, you're not going to say why?
talking about the right thing. And do you know, sir, what the dictionary definition of a feminist is? I didn't either. Listen to this. Webster's defines a feminist as a human being, not a woman, a human being that believes in equal rights for women. I was shocked that that's what that meant. Because by that definition, I would consider myself a feminist. And I didn't even know that at the time. All these years, I thought it meant frumpy dyke. Well, that's who's always talking to me, some chicken overalls. Men are trying to rape us. Ah, not you, bitch. Me, please. I used to do the show, and then on the weekends, I do like concerts and shit like that. So I'm doing a concert, and there was a couple in the front row. Beautiful couple. The wife was obviously Asian. You can see it in her face. The husband, this motherfucker was mysterious, to say the least. Couldn't quite pinpoint where he was from. Caramel-colored fella, very nice hair, but he could have been from anywhere. Bangladesh, Mexico. I can't guess with a nigga like this.
Mexico.
All I knew for sure about this guy is that his wife was a bitch. And I tried to break the tension. I just asked her. That's all I said. I go, hey, where are you guys from anyway? And I could tell that she was on to me. She goes, very condescendingly, she says, I'm from California. If you are asking my ethnicity, I am Chinese. And her husband was just cool about the shit. He was like, I'm Mexican, bro. I said, well, I'm sorry if I offended you by asking, but you're a very beautiful couple. And miss, there's no question that you're going to give birth to the hardest working baby this world has ever seen.
I do that to my homie, bro. I'll do that to my homie.
It's not a bad joke.
Oh my God, I remember this joke, bro.
She got very
That's
upset.
funny.
She got up to leave immediately. But she didn't just leave. She had to take one last dig at me on the way out. I will never buy one of your fucking DVDs again, Dave Chappelle. I said, ma'am, with all due respect, Chinese people don't buy DVDs.
I saw your baby, very nice. God, baby's, how old's the baby now?
He's 18 months now.
Oh, that's very cool.
He can't quite talk yet, but that's what I'm waiting for.
Yeah.
For him to talk.
Yeah.
Because when have you ever had a conversation with a guy that lived in your balls, you know?
Yo, I never heard that before. Why am I just not hearing that joke, bro? What the heck? Wow.
I also believe if
My
you decide
mind is now messed up. I was like, bro, I never thought that in the wildest of my days.
to have the baby, a man should not have to pay. That's fair. If you can kill this motherfucker, I can at least abandon him. I am what's known on the streets as a victim blamer. You know what I mean? Somebody come up to me like, Dave, Chris Brown just beat up Rihanna. I'll be like, well, what did she do? And if you want to meet with me, I'd be more than willing to, but I have some conditions. You must admit that Hannah Gadsby is not funny.
Hold on. Let me go back. Bro.
That's fair. If you can kill this motherfucker, I can at least abandon him. I am what's known on the streets as a victim blamer. You know what I mean? Somebody come up to me like, Dave, Chris Brown just beat up Rihanna. I'll be like, well, what did she do? And if you want to meet with me, I'd be more than willing to, but I have some conditions. You must admit that Hannah Gadsby is not funny. I remember right around September 11th, Ja Rule was on MTV. That's what they said. We got Ja Rule on the phone. Let's see what Ja's thoughts are on this tragedy. Who gives a fuck what Ja Rule thinks at a time like this? Like, this is ridiculous. I don't want to dance. I'm scared to death. I think when bad shit happens to me, I'll be in the crib like, oh my God, this is terrible. Could somebody please find Ja Rule, get hold of this motherfucker so I can make sense of all this. Got the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. I gotta admit, that's probably the most niggerish decision I've made in a long time. Johnson & Johnson vaccine. I gotta admit, that's probably the most niggerish decision I've made in a long time. I walk in the doctor like, give me the third best option. I'll have what the homeless people are having. There was a black man who was in South Carolina during slavery who somehow got granted his freedom by his so-called master. And when his master granted him the freedom, he also gave him a plot of land. Now, it turns out this brother was brilliant. He had a good eye, a good knack for farming. And he farmed this plot of land very successfully and made a lot of money. And this is where the story gets crazy. When he got all that money, this nigga bought some slaves. Not only was he a slave owner, he became a slave breeder and employed tactics that were so cruel, even white slave owners were like, yo, my man. He was a wild dude, but he did it just because that's what successful people did at the time, and he just wanted to be down. What a fucking tragedy. How can a person that went through slavery perpetrate the same evil on a person that looks just like him? It's mind-blowing. And, shockingly, they're making a movie about it. Ironically, it's called Space Juice. Being a celebrity, your realm of getting in trouble is worse than the average person. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, the average dude got to go out and look for trouble. I'd be sitting around mind my own business, and dude come up, hey, man, you're Dave Chappelle. I'm like, yeah, what's up, man? Hey, I got 12 naked bitches in a hot air balloon. You trying to roll with me?
Hot air balloon, like, trying to roll with me? Hell yeah. True, man. It's like, that's like a new way of telling a kid, hey kid, I got candy in my van. You want to roll? And the kid like, okay. Come on, hey, yo, I got 12 beezes. I got 12 naked beezes in a hot air balloon. You want to come? I'm like, heck yeah. That's an easy way for like a Jeffrey Dahmer ass dude to like trap me. No, man. Like, you really gotta be thirsty, bro.
Ruined my comedy dreams. Word.
I guess, you know what I'm saying, when you got fame hype and all that stuff, like a dude rolls up on you and tells you that, you you know, you think, hey, you know what I'm saying, you famous, so it's like, of course, you know, this things might come naturally, you feel me? So you're like, oh, heck yeah, I'm trying to see that, you feel me? I don't know why I just went on that rant, on that tangent. I'm just like,
he said, Louis C.K. masturbating in front of me ruined my comedy dreams. 12 naked bitches in a hot air balloon. You trying to roll with me? The lady said, Louis C.K. masturbating in front of me ruined my comedy dreams. Word. Well, then I dare say, madam, you may have never had a dream. So we found out that life wasn't going to let us do that. And that it's impossible to shoot love out of your chest. However, I have shot love onto somebody's chest before.
Let's just say you had the 40 million. Who's to say you would be a happier or better person?
I think I might be a happier person. Literally, if you look at history, recently, we have bombed the masculinity out of an entire continent.
Message. Hold on. I'm sorry. I really had to digest this one, man. I was like, yo. Sometimes you gotta think, if that's not a message, bro. If that's not a message.
Just say you had the 40 million. Who's to say you would be a happier or better person?
I think I might be a happier person. Literally, if you look at history, recently, we have bombed the masculinity out of an entire continent. We dropped 2 atomic bombs on fucking Japan, and they've been drawing Hello Kitty and shit ever since. There's a lot of lady boys in the wake of our bombs. And I know these things because my wife is Asian. There's a lot of lady boys in the wake of our bombs. And I know these things because my wife is Asian. She's Filipino. All right, well, okay, so that explains it. Now you know why you see me at all those Filipino events. I'm not there picking up pussy, I'm dropping some off. And I never knew that your middle name was Michael.
Yeah, well, there you go.
I don't know how I'm going to use this information.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, this video made it, I mean, that clip made it very apparent, but I remember I saw this, like, TMZ, like, thing where they, you know, they find Dave Chappelle, TMZ finds Dave Chappelle, and, you know, I think it was TMZ or, like, some group of reporters, and Dave Chappelle's just talking with him, you know what I'm saying? He's like, hey, what made y'all want to become, like, paparazzi and all that stuff? You know what I'm saying? They was like, you know, they were generally talking to him, and he was like, all right, and he keeps saying, he kept saying something like that. It's like, I don't know, I'm going to use this information, or, like, you know, this great deal of information. I was like, bro, he's literally saying his next jokes, bro. Like, literally, like, you know, in his mind is like, okay, how am I going to turn this to a joke? You know what I'm saying? I was like right there during that interview, I don't know how I'm going to use this information. Like, how am I going to make a joke out of this? You feel? I'm like, dog, that's crazy. Literally seeing this man freaking take ingredients out of life, bro. Like, it's crazy. But, yeah, man, well, with phones nowadays, so shoot, you could be on the freaking asteroid belt. I'm on the moon. Hey. You're trying to pay new bills.
I know the game now. I know that rich white people call poor white people trash. And the only reason I know that is because I made so much money last year, the rich whites told me they say it at a cocktail party. And I'm not with that shit. And I stood with them in line like all of us Americans are required to do in a democracy. Nobody skips the line to
if that's not the biggest rich versus the poor type ish right there, bro.
Vote. And I listen to them. I listen to them say naive, poor white people things. Man, Donald Trump's gonna go to Washington.
There was never against a race against another race. It was always the rich against the poor. You feel me? Made a plus right there, raising. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and he's gonna fight for us. I'm standing there thinking to my mind, you dumb motherfucker. You things. Man, Donald Trump's gonna go to Washington, and he's gonna fight for us. I'm standing there thinking to my mind, you dumb motherfucker. You are poor. He's fighting for me. And they all look at me. They could tell who I was voting for just as easily as I could tell who they were voting for. But do you guys know what we all had in common? Not a single one of us looked like we felt good about what we had to do in that booth. We were just doing our goddamn duty. When I watch sports, I think about, okay, say LeBron James changed his gender. You know what I mean? Okay, can he stay in the NBA, or because he's a woman, does he have to go to the WNBA where he will score 840 points a game? What does it actually mean to be equal? You know what I mean? Like, if women are actually equal to men, then there would be no WNBA, would there? You would just be good enough to play in the NBA with us. Or, here's another idea that's going to be very controversial. You could shut the fuck up. Caitlyn Jenner was voted Woman of the Year. Her first year as a woman. Ain't that something? Beat every bitch in Detroit. She's better than all of them. Oh, I'd be mad as shit if I was a woman. I'd be mad if I was me. If I was in a BET Awards sitting there and they're like, and the winner for Nigger of the Year, Eminem.
Oh, Eminem. I thought you were going to say Tom Hanks. All right, you guys. So that was Dave Chappelle roasting people for 10 minutes, man. Yeah, goated. That's all I got to say, man. But y'all let me know your thoughts down in the comment section down below, man. Make sure you hit that like, explode the video. Subscribe if you're new. Join up with the all-star gang up in this thing. And yeah, I'm going to catch y'all in the next one. 100. Ooh!
She turned up, she turned out. Yeah, she turned. Hey.
Know that the revolution shall be televised. Shall be televised. The revolution shall be televised. Shall be televised. The revolution shall be televised. Shall be televised. The revolution shall be televised. If you know too much, get wiped out. If you miss your shot, then rebound.
Yeah, it goes down in the bar. Girls all flashing, I'm down in the walls. Making these plays, they down for the call. Down in the bar.